Welcome and hello. We get stockpiles to increase starting resources, Tychus, homebrew, and gridlock. Okay. That's interesting. So we are stuck at tier 1. Not bad, but that does give Tychus a little bit of an advantage. This is actually going to be a weekly brawl. Because why not? We haven't done that in a while now, have we? And yes, I looked bored at the start, if you saw that. It's because I was bored. Oh my god, it was such a painful wait. Why? Because darkness, my old friend... I don't know how many times I'm gonna repeat that. It's just cool. Was late to the party. And the meaning there is, he just didn't show up. That is unfair. They've got things that are hidden. Actually, I don't think there is a tier 1 unit. Okay, besides that one. That is permanently cloaked. That would have been broken. Beyond broken. Oh my god, I can just imagine. Wow. That would have been nuts. That would have been absolutely insane. Oh, I've got a Kerrigan. That's gonna suck. Oh, I forgot to build gas. We're building the Alaskan pipelines for 2 minutes. That is gonna be available at 4 minutes. Okay, that is fine. So at 4 minutes, just make sure I have got 250. I forgot. It's so automatic that I build it at the start. I don't even know what it costs. I know the other one's 450 because I build it consciously. Why is that? Why do my image look so big? I don't know. Oh, I need that as well. Do this so long. Yeah, okay. There's nothing else I want to build at the moment because I don't want to build anything unnecessary. And anything unnecessary basically means, for me at this point, anything that I don't need. That is gonna go... Oh, I don't know. Do I want... I can build these, I guess. That is not good. There's fucking hidden stuff. They are hidden from sight and it's unfair. We want to go on strike for this. I just sounded like Gunther Steiner for a second there. And now they're gonna put us under pressure. Under pressure. Oh, don't go singing. Don't sing. You can't sing. Don't even try. Don't even try. I never knew that was a tier 2 ability. Which kinda shows you how little I play this game without going tier 2 from the start. I never do. Always go tier 2. Commanders, you just go tier 2. Always. Is everybody going... I don't know where your thing is. Is he going... No, actually, surprisingly odd. Okay. Well, that's interesting. I'm definitely going tier 2. And I'm getting that, and I'm getting abilities. That's a tier 3 ability, so that's not a problem. I can build you, and I can build you, and I still have enough for that. Okay, that is sorted. That is looking good. A good. Okay. Actually, I want to check this out. The Tychus homebrew really does have a very good... No, that's gridlock. That's a while still to that. That is fine. Everything is fine, and I want to change that just because I want to demonstrate that I'm superior and more powerful. And now I can go for these puppies as well. That is such a pain. I will deal with it soon. Just bear with me, people. Bear with me. Oh, and by the way, I am about 50 people away from 15,000 subscribers. And my Armory Crate installer is stuck because of the new Windows update. Great success. Oh, and in news, there was a death at a Microsoft campus in Mountain View, I believe. A engineer, 35 years old, collapsed dead at around 2. Oh wait, the body was discovered around 2 a.m. That's scary. That is significantly very scary. Not something that you want to have happen. And the newspaper, I can't remember. I just copied some part out. They're actually pushing this as a narrative for people being overworked. So, yeah, that is. There's always an angle, isn't there? Always an angle. But, yeah, to be discovered dead with no suspected foul play, according to police, on campus, that is scary. At 35. Yeah, that's not a good look. Not a good look at all. I'm trying to build this while keeping an eye on the minimap. Actually, I can keep an eye on the minimap right next to my face, which is right behind the camera, which is brilliant. I don't have to actually move. I can just look. I can pretend to look at you while looking at the minimap. It's like, yeah. Well, why not? And they're doing well. Everything is going good with the world. Well, we can do that too. We can. Why not? Holy crap. That is obscenely fast shooting. Holy crap. That is not. Oh, don't tell me you built. They just built. Let me get my head around this. They built Void Rays versus a Tychus. That was never gonna go well for them. Okay, this is a very, very interesting. So what happened? Let's have a look. In the beginning, I struggled because I was up against Kerrigan. Now, Kerrigan has a bit of an advantage in this because she's got these puppies, and I don't really have anything against armor. All I have is this, which is brilliant. Mwah! Versus light. Not so good versus armor. I could use these, and I did use them, but again, not particularly good versus armor. They do have good range. So while my Hellbats were tanking, because they've got a good bit of they've got a good bit of armor and they've got a good bit of health. So they could tank the queens, which is great. They do damage still, which was proven. Oh man, my nose is. Give me a second. Woosa. Calm down. The Hellbats could tank whatever comes from the queens. The problem was Kerrigan does a lot of damage, and in this mode she shoots really, really fast. So 40 every like 0.7 of a second. That's a lot of damage. That was a bit of a problem. I didn't have a counter to that because they don't do much damage to her until I got my Typhoon Cyclones with Typhoon missiles. I am a bit derpy. Out. Then I could deal with her. And these are light. These do extra damage to armored, which my Hellbats obviously aren't. So they do 6 minus 2. They do 4 damage on a 240-ish health points. Yeah, that's never going to work well for them. These guys do a bit more damage, but they are very squishy. So 2 shots from a Hellbat, and the Hellbats do splash. Never going to go well for them. They also did 3 gas. We did 3 gas. Everybody just did 3 gas because you're out of money. Or other things to spend your money on. You don't want to buy just tier 1. So that's actually what drove this quite well into Into the next phase of spending. Everything else is pretty fucking standard. There's nothing funny or funky or unique that happened. This was just stupid. I don't understand why he would go Void. Why would you go Void Ray? That was probably the stupidest thing that I've seen anybody do. Void Ray. And this one. That's a biological unit. Yeah. These are biological units. And these are biological units. Where's your snipe? That is, I think, the biggest mistakes that they made. They went for the wrong unit types. And considering what was at stake, yeah, definitely not the way to play that one. Anyway, as a little aside, I have been working, like I have previously stated, on a website. Now, the website's brilliant. In my mind, I love it. Because I made it. Asterisk. I made it. Let me actually see if I can pull it up here quickly. Not there. I don't want you to see all my browsing crap. cheesebunny.com. And yes, that is it. That is the entire website. cheesebunny.com. And if I go and I say, is it going to work? Is it going to allow me to pull it up? No, it is not. Because why not? Hang on. Do. There's my face. Oh, it's because I was using an incognito window. Well, we're still waiting for people to join. Let me show you how this has transformed. If I can get it. Add so. Oh, God. Open. No. Screenshot. How do I change this? Oh, there we go. Chrome. There we go. You see, I knew how to get there. What I have added is I've started adding some of my affiliates back in. And this is brilliant in and of itself. It is a gimbal. I want one. I want to buy myself one. I have not gotten around to do that. Some other things I've done is I've started caching the actual things, the videos, so I don't pull, because I flooded my API so much that Google blocked me from using the API, and I've moved the API key to my server because apparently I did that wrong. These are not yet functional. It's still coming. These are not yet functional. Neither are these. And this is also, by the way, that schedule is not correct. Don't worry about that. We're almost in game. Oh crap. This I'm working on. This, no back end yet. This, click there, go have a say on my page. And then these. This is a VPN, Shell VPN. I'm working with them, or Safe Shell VPN. Working with them. I'm also working with Razer because everything I own is Razer. So yeah, that's basically it. You click on that. That takes you to where you want to go. Razer is region specific, and oh crap. There we go. I'm back. Awesome. That was quick. That was fast. That was way too fast for me. I am feeling the whiplash from that hitting me like a ton of bricks. What am I up against? I have no idea. I am in position 2. I'm up against a guy with no vanity, so he is an enigma. Anyway, if you want, go have a look at that. The Razer ad will take you to a region specific, if everything goes well, which in testing, I will say it has gone well. In testing, I've been able to go to the US one, I've been able to go to the EU one, I've been able to go to the UK one, I've been able to go to the Asia Pacific one, all of them. That is not what I wanted to see. Oh, God, Firebat. Firebat, I've got Honor Guard. This is gonna suck for me. Okay, brilliant, actually. You guys do that. Let's get this going. The problem I have with this whole setup at the moment is because I don't just go that I forget to build a simulator. Oh, dearie me. Oh, that's a tier 2. Again, I just displayed my lack of knowledge in this. This is a tier 2 ability. I did not know that because I always build tier 2. Okay. Well, that kind of sucks. There's really not much I can do. I can build these. Oh, Brainer has so the best composition for tier 1. By miles. I have to make sure I've got enough money when it comes to going tier 2, because I am gonna need tier 2. I need air support. This is gonna be a really do I want to go air support? That's actually a good question. Do I want to go air, or do I want to go for I'm thinking I'm going to go for Archon. So I'm going to start saving up. I'm not going to spend any more money. Fingers crossed I don't want to spend any more money. Brainer is actually stupendously good in this. Specifically because he has got a very generalist and very, very good tier 1. So that is a big plus for him. And he's got armor. That's actually an interesting one. But I'm going to go tier 2, and I am going to go all out for Archon. Because the Archon's going to counter, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this guy is going to go, or at least try and go for Duskwing. I always get Duskwing, Dawnwing, one of the two. They're going to go for that. And by extension, it's also going to mean that if I get my tier 2 sorted quickly, which I'm trying to do, I will be able to... That died so fucking fast. Wow. Rainer is just too powerful, man. Stupendously powerful. Well, I'm going to use this ability. There we go. That... Man, they are so powerful. Why is it so fucking OP? God, they're so overpowered. They are so overpowered. Wow. Mind blown. Yeah, I'm actually at the right store. Sorry, I was just looking up at the Razor link I clicked. It's still up on the screen. I was going to show you that, but I first want to do this. That is a lot of money that gets taken out very quickly. Okay. That's not ideal at all. Holy shiitake mushrooms. Why is Rainer so overpowered? Having to deal with 2 waves and it's not even flinching. That is just nuts, man. That is absolutely nuts. Okay, he has not gone for what I thought he was going to go. Interesting. Kind of leaves me in a bind, but yeah. This is a... Oh my god, look at that thing. Wow. Okay, that is interesting. That is very interesting. I can't really go air at this point. I have to go storm. I am forced to go storm. He needs more of that. He needs a load more of that, and I need more of these guys. Am I going to be able to get one out? I don't think. Why don't they have... Oh, they have. S. I am spamming the S. What the hell? Why is one of my virtual machines updating? That is weird. I just saw one of my virtual machines out of the corner of my eye. Oh, I didn't make it. Updating. That is absolutely ridiculous. Oh, storm. But it doesn't do that much. it doesn't... Yeah, Not much I can do. Nothing else worth much for me. Yeah. So the problem I have is I have to get Storm sorted because that's basically all I have versus these waves. There's absolutely nothing else I can do. Oh god, this is not good. This is not good at all. This is absolutely horrific, actually. Thank goodness they did not eat my units. Well, my key units. That would have been really annoying, much like that was. That is not fun. I'm definitely using my ability next wave. Because if I don't, we are so screwed that we will not be able to be unscrewed. 11. I have to be off by 11:20. Hopefully we are in time for that. Oh, that's brilliant. That is absolutely stunning. Oh, he ate that. That is perfectly fine. I'm happy with that. I'm absolutely happy with that. You can eat that all day long. You can have that for lunch, brunch, and breakfast, buddy. I do not care. I do not care at all. There we go. We are in the business now, buddy. There you go. Woo! Woo! Look at that. Oh, 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 hang on. No! That was just too late. Damn it. I wanted to what's the fucking ability called? This one, feedback. I wanted to feedback on the damn units. That would have been epic. Absolutely epic. The only problem I have now, and this is quite a big one. He can go Hyperion. Because he's been able to save a lot of money. And if he goes Hyperion... Oh, he's not. Why would you go for that? That is the stupidest unit to build versus Archon. And I'm going to show you why in a second. Just pay attention to why you should never, ever build... Where is it? Did it die already? Oh, there we go. Just one feedback and they're done. Come on, feedback. Oh. Anyway, yeah. Don't build Banshees, or especially Duskwings, versus Archon. That is the stupidest single move that you can do. I am a bit concerned with him going air, though. Actually, I'm more than a bit concerned. I'm really concerned. Because if he does go Hyperion, I haven't got much at the moment that's going to counter him. At all. And I am going to have to rely, in that case, on... He is going anti-air. Mind you, I'm saying anti-air, which is good. But it also allows him to build up... Oh, he's not. Let's see, where are they? Boom! Just one shot. Feedback. Yeah, tap it. That's how you do it. Where are they? Ooh, yeah. Ooh, snap. They got snapped, they got crackled, and they got popped. Well, the healers did anyway. That is magnificente. I am getting so tired. That button. I was like, what button do I need to click? Do I want to go? I want to go Forgas. Jorge's Forgas. Sorry to all the Latin community for that, but that was funny in my mind. Actually, somebody... Oh, that was a very, very inappropriate joke that somebody made on... I don't think I was actually... Was I streaming that one? I don't know. Not streaming, but did I have the video going? I don't know if I had, but effectively they said, are you pretending that you're in Germany 1945? Like, what the hell are you talking about? And they're like, all the gas, man, all the gas. Oh dear, yeah. I did go for gas quite quickly in that one. I think in 10 minutes I went 1:30, well, immediately 1:30 and 3, and then I went for gas because we were just dominating from the beginning and to the end. Or was it that one? Because I've had that on 2 separate occasions. I don't think the one of them I was definitely not online because I was like, God, I'm not playing online. Or I'm not recording this because I would not be able to put that in at all. This is not good for them. This is so bad for them. I have not even gone tier 3. Oh, this is it. We're GG. This is the second one. I'm winning. Oh, yeah. 2 on the trot. That never happens. Well, at least not this comprehensively. Although they did start off good. And that's the thing that I said about Raynor. Raynor's got an excellent tier 1. Probably the best because it just eats up your light units. I mean, they've got 150. Go to... well, that's the wrong guy. Go here. Oh, he's a newbie. That's why he did so poorly. It does 14 damage. Only 14. I thought they'd do way more damage than that. But they shoot really fast. And they do splash. And they've got 5 armor. Mother. That's a lot of armor. Plus he has heal. So you add these 3 units as you're starting. I've got that and that. And that's it. If I did not have these puppies, and this is the big problem that you have. So you've got this unit, which is a Banshee, with a life of 192. It's actually, I believe, 185. Is this guy's upgraded? 175. So 175 vanilla. That's upgraded to 192 because you get 10% life, whatever. The problem is he's got 200 energy. As you can see, 200 energy. Now what happens when you meet this guy? Turns energy into damage. 1 point of energy equals 1 point of damage. I.e., it immediately destroys that unit, that unit, that unit, that unit, that unit. Done. And I start with full health. Oh god, that's too many clicks. This takes 50. So once it casts Storm, it can do this again immediately. 75. It can do it twice. Actually, that would be 175, and it recharges, and it can do it again. But if you don't, I can take out 4 of these with 1 Archon, and I would be able to take out all of this wave with those Archons because they would be able to storm, and then 1-2 storm, 1-2 storm, 1-2 storm, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Done. I've got 9 Archons. That's 9 storms. Storm does 80 damage over time. 58 health. Yeah, it's not going to take this guy out or this guy out, but they get dealt with by the rest of the wave. I know I said they'd be able to take him out. But anyway, I've got 9 storms. 9 overlapping storms. Storm is a big radius. It would be incredibly hard for them to come back to that. This guy was a bit optimistic. I wouldn't have gone for 4 gas if you're that far behind. That is a bit suspect at best. He could have gone for Muta. Muta would have been perfect. Not against me, but against this guy might have worked quite well. Would have worked very well versus these, but he didn't. What the big thing is, these puppies are also quite aggressive. So yeah, that there is a interplay here. First, tier 1, absolutely. If he saved up for tier 3 and built a Hyperion, oh my god, it's so frustrating not getting my words out. If he built an Hyperion, that would have been the end of us. But they didn't. They were a bit behind, and that is why they lost their game. Looking at this, yeah, struggle in the beginning, so I understand why it's that low. I started coming back because then it just becomes too easy. I've got too many Archons. This is also perfectly standard. Everybody goes for gas because you can't level up, and that is that. How many kills do these guys get? 27. 25. This guy. 27. 21. That is brilliant. And victory times 2 today. Just a quick swap over here back. What I wanted to show you guys is I'm currently set to the EU, which means that right there, my ad takes me to where I should be. Plus, you can join now and get these silver coins, blah, blah, blah. That is up to you to do. Actually, I need to make sure I'm not on the wrong page when I'm moving my mouse. Oh, you can buy stuff with the silver coins. I've never actually done that. I will be very honest with you. I have never done any of that. Level 3, €1 equals 80 coins. How many coins do you need to buy something? Join our inner circle, launches, blah, blah, blah. Let's see, redeem now. I've never actually done that. 1,000 for a wallpaper. What's the most expensive? I'll go hyper. It's 100. That's 1,050,000. I don't know what to say about that. 1,050,000. Okay. Windows key R calc. 1,050,000 divided by. I can't do this in my head. That's why there's calculators. So, to buy that. I'm sorry, to buy that chair using points. This one over here, which I'm gonna heart just because why not? You you need to spend as a gold member 13,125 euro with Razor. 13,125 euro to buy that chair using points. I love the points idea. I just think that is a bit steep. If there's a cheaper way to get points, that would be brilliant. And even this 12-month subscription from Nord, that's quite expensive as well. That would be a quarter of that. It would be a quarter. $3,000? Nah, it's nothing. $3,000 with Razer. Just buy a mouse, a keyboard, and a chair, and you're almost there. I'm joking. They're not that expensive. What's also not that expensive is this Safe Shell VPN. Now, Safe Shell VPN, you're not going to find all the pricing and stuff quite close to the surface. You have to go actually looking for them, but it is quite nice, and that's why I am an affiliate of theirs. I use them on the virtual machine that has just restarted, that I didn't put the password and stuff in yet, because I don't know why it restarted. I first have to go see why. I believe it's a Windows update. Yay! Which I didn't sanction, by the way. That's supposed to do it. Yet it did it. Interesting. Interesting times indeed. But do give me a like, share, subscribe, write me a nice little comment, and go look at the website. Click on the links. Have a look at them, especially if you want to have a new gimbal or whatever you want. We've got all my links there. I'm not so active on these. Maybe if you guys are a bit more engaging on them, I'd be more active, because then I'd see a point in them. I've never been a fan of them. This button I still need to fix. For some reason, on some Actually, when you're in light mode, that doesn't work properly. That's what I noticed. I was testing it out on all of the other browsers. Some of them were in light mode, some of them were in dark mode. And that's another key point. When you are testing a feature, make sure you test it on multiple browsers. Make sure you test it on multiple settings. I know we went from gaming to actual web development, which I can't do. I'm terrible at this. I have to get somebody to do things for me because I'm number one. I have a severe learning disability, I guess you can say, lately because of all the bull crap going on in my brain, which I'm getting tested for again. More tests. I hate doctors so much. That's not the point. The point is, make sure you test it on lots of things, because I would not have picked it up because I use exclusively dark mode. I wouldn't have picked up that this writing turns into the same as the background when it is in light mode for some reason. I don't know why that is, but we need to fix that. And that's why this is important. It is under construction. This site is experimental. If you have a suggestion, click it. It will take you here. And you can talk to me. Tell me what you think. Please, I want your feedback. It helps me. Helps us make this better. Oh, this is where I said, yeah. The API error. Everybody that loaded the page pulled the API or made an API call to Google, and they said, nope, that's too many. Don't do that. We cached it, and now it is cached on the server, which means great success. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Give me a like, share, subscribe, follow that link. Make sure that you drop a comment there. That is important to me. That is important to the whole channel, so I can make it better into the future. I am off. I am tired. I'm going to go now. And I will say this. I had to find the button over there. It's way on the other side of the screen. That's why I'm going to look there. It's like, yep, that's where the button is. Ta-ta. And I will see you again not next week. Tomorrow is going to be a Doom. I've got episode 11 and 12, or chapter 11, chapter 12. They were pre-recorded a while back. Never put them out. I put them up on the channel. I just need to do some description and crap, and then they're good to go. But that will be out on Saturday and Sunday to make sure that there's something to tide you over the weekend. If you don't want to watch the Springboks lose in Eden Park, you don't want to watch Oscar Piastri win in Monza. The Ferraris both obviously DNFing, because that's peak Ferrari. Next year's our year, people. We're like Manchester United. Next year's our year. And probably watch Manchester United lose to some children's football squad from a third world country. Yeah, all my teams suck. Although I'm not a Springbok supporter. I do not support the Springboks. I want to make that clear. I support the underdogs, which usually is England, Ireland, shouldn't say that, and the referee, because the referee is the most underappreciated person in the game. Now I've gone on a completely separate rant. Maybe I'll make a short about that. Thank you so much for watching. I'm out. Ta-ta.